Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, on to the next reaction to Series 2 of Tales from the Crypt. Last episode was television terror, and it revolved around a man who was a reporter, and he was going into a haunted house. There was a dark history to this house, people were murdered there. Obviously he didn't believe it. He's one of these reporters that was happy to fake stuff for a story, and so went into this house and bad stuff happened. Fun episode, some good effects, especially towards the end when the ghosts started really kicking in, because the ghosts were real if you haven't watched it. The main character was so unlikable that the ending was quite satisfying, but overall, pretty good episode. This episode is episode 17, so it's the penultimate episode of season 2, and it's called My Brother's Keeper. In terms of playing the game of what's the episode going to be about, judging by the title, My Brother's Keeper, I remember there being a film and a book. Was it Jodie Picoult did a My Sister's Keeper book? And that was about a sister who was created because her DNA helped the other sister stay alive, something like that. Maybe it's something similar, like there's a brother who has to take care of another brother who's a disabled, who's a monster, who's got special abilities, special needs. I don't know. With the show, I'm pretty much done with guessing at this point because the titles are so wacky or just so vague at times. But I am really enjoying the season, and it's exciting there's only 2 left, so I'm excited to jump into this episode, because there's this one, the finale, and then what I'll do after that is do an episode where I rank every episode of Series 2 from my least favourite to my favourite. So start thinking and let me know down below in the comments of the next couple of videos, or wait till the ranking, let me know there what your favourites are of Season 2. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you're thinking of these reactions, and if you're enjoying Series 2 of Tales from the Crypt, and if you want me to move on to Series 3 at some point in the future. What I normally do when I finish a season is take a break, so there's a chance that once I finish Series 2 I'll take a bit of a break if I do go on to Series 3, but let me know down below what you think. Let's jump into Series 2 Episode 17, My Brother's Keeper. What's this, Scott? I have no idea.
Are you alone tonight?
Yeah.
Well, consider yourself lucky. There could be 2 of you, and imagine what a frightmare that could be.
Twins?
Just a reflection, Frank and Eddie, 2 brothers who are touchingly close. When a woman tries to come between them, she finds herself caught in a tangled web of jealousy and intrigue.
Ew.
I think you'll find it a twinning combination.
Twins, I said
So without
twins.
further ado,
Oh, kinky in the
I
back.
bring
Hello.
you My Brother's Keeper.
You drive like an old lady. Have I ever told you that, Frank?
Whenever I drive, Eddie. Which is all the time, isn't it, Frank? Why even bother having a Ferrari when you're driving like a goddamn Volkswagen? You wanted the Ferrari, I would have been very happy with a Volkswagen. We've been happy with a bicycle built for 2.
Obviously very close, but they
If you
argue
wanna step on it, I
a
will.
lot.
You can't stand being with you when you're like this.
Well, he is drinking alcohol
Well, you don't
and
have much
smoking.
choice, do you, Frank? Not unless
Well,
you're
back
being
then it
seen
wasn't
at
as
the
bad.
doctor I found. Another doctor! Nobody doctors it! Enough! Stop! Okay.
So dangerous. So dangerous.
Eddie, don't you know by now that no doctor can help us with our problems?
What problems?
Frank. We only have one problem. I gotta admit.
Are they conjoined twins?
Butte.
Yes.
Really, Eddie, you'd be so much happier if you just learned to accept our condition.
It looked like they were further apart in the car, but
Freaks.
apparently not. It's unusual because conjoined twins, when they're conjoined there, looks like it could be easily separated.
Only a freak.
Depends where the organs are, I suppose, but...
Please, Frank.
Ew, huh? So clearly there's one
I was the
twin
only
who's...
person weird enough to read books in bars.
Oh. Sensible, reads, drives sensibly, the other one drinks, smokes,
Mine's
is a bit reckless.
Andre Melrose, Man's Hope.
Well, this certainly is fate. Isn't that funny? I'm Marie Hilton.
Oh.
Frank Duran.
You know, under that Marion the librarian exterior, I'm thinking there's a studded leather corset just itching to get out. Am I right?
Eddie,
Gross.
we were having a nice conversation.
What a misogynist.
Well, don't let me cramp your style, little brother.
I loved the symphony.
Did you go last Sunday?
No, I couldn't convince my brother to go. Actually, that's why I agreed to come with him tonight. 3 trips to a bar equal 1 symphony.
So you and your brother have to do everything together?
Oh.
You see, Eddie and I...
Come on, Frank, let's dance.
It's gotta be so difficult, that entire life. Just conjoined twin life. I have all respect for the people who do it. Not they have a choice, I suppose. But it's gotta be so difficult having to share everything. She's not interested.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Marie, I've been meaning to tell you,
You don't have to look at them with such
Eddie
disgust.
and I are Siamese twins.
They're Siamese twins? Gross.
Why?
You ever tried a four-legged lambada?
Eddie, come on!
Listen, it's getting late, and I have to get up really early, so I have to go.
Why is everyone stopped and staring?
Still don't
This
think
is
you're
so
a
mean.
freak, Frank?
Can we be separated?
Surely.
You both have the full complement of organs. You
Yes.
two are lucky that way.
You hear that one, Lucky Frank?
Of course,
own
we
organs,
share
what's
one
the problem?
single bloodstream. So this dense and tangled web of
Yeah.
veins, arteries would have to be completely rerouted.
Okay.
What kind of a chance?
Fumsish, fumsish.
50-50.
50-50.
Oh, we'll take it.
Good.
It's a surprise he got to
Wait a
that
minute,
age
Eddie.
without doing it.
There is a 50% chance we could die here.
You must sign this medical release.
Come on. Sign it, Frank. It's not multiple choice.
I don't know, Eddie. I'm gonna need some more time to think about it. You're not gonna take a sleeping pill. I was planning to do some reading.
Story of our life, Frank. You zig and I zag. You know, Frank, for most people, the simple act of peeing does not have to be a synchronized Olympic event.
I could roll over.
And that cooking
Good.
school in Paris you always wanted to go to? The Cordon Rouge?
It's Cordon
So it
Bleu.
seems obvious. It is risk. But he even said he can't even read
You could go.
sometimes. Because one second, a sleeping pill. There's no freedom or privacy at all.
Salmon on croûte with a champagne sauce. The operation is too risky.
Look, you signed that release. I'm giving you the operation right. Sign it.
Eddie, I'm
Yeah, that's
afraid.
not a good idea.
What? It'll work. We'll be separated forever.
Well, maybe that's what I'm afraid of. Maybe I'm afraid that once we're separated forever...
Why is it moving like
I
that?
would be lonely.
Lonely. You goddamn pussy.
Oh my god, I almost died. Thought he was going to do it.
I wanted to apologize for my behavior the other night.
Good, good.
Well, if you're willing to give me another chance, I'd like to see you again.
I don't know how she got his number. Because
We'll ask if she's had
they
a
spoke for a
blood
couple of
test.
minutes.
I beg
They
your
went
pardon?
dancing.
A guest. My brother asked if you would like to be our guest. You haven't showered in a week. You smell
Ew.
like a compost heap. You know,
Even showering.
I don't care if you
You'd
shower.
have to either be in the shower with
But will you
them
please wash before we go out tonight.
or be stood next to the
Tell
shower
you
while
what,
they have the shower.
Frank, I'll
It's such a
wash,
hard life.
You sign.
Sign the papers. I feel like he's going to make his life hell
Hey, sticky buns.
to force him to sign the contract.
You know, under that distinguished patron of the arts exterior, I'm thinking there's a studded leather course just itching to get up.
Egg whites.
Egg white.
Frank, are you okay?
Sorry. It's just
Obviously, he's getting drunk.
when Eddie drinks, I get
Oh.
drunk too.
Boy, oh boy. First time that schmuck gets a beautiful woman up here. He does the impression of Julia Childs.
Eddie, I happen to find your brother's company stimulating.
Oh.
Really?
I'd offer to drive you home, but I'm not in any condition.
Oh, sure, that's okay.
I hope you understand.
I don't know how he's lived his whole life attached to that cretin. But I think this is going to be enough to convince him.
I'm happy, happy, happy. And you know why? Because I'm in love.
Yeah,
quick.
I know.
You know, Marie, These past few weeks have been the happiest of my life.
It's his brother having a good time
Frank.
there.
And you know how I feel about you, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, look at her. Holy moly.
Probably be on bended knee for this, but will you?
She is one kinky woman.
Would you? Will you marry me?
Oh, Frank, I'm sorry, but
Why would you ask there, of all places?
You got his brother Frank right where he wants him.
no shit.
But see, you gotta turn up the heat now, baby. Cause Eddie says that if you get his brother to sign some paper by tonight, girlfriend, we don't have to be hoeing these streets no more.
Well,
So is she a sex worker? Is that what that conversation meant, or am I just misinterpreting it?
it's not like there's anything you could do about it. The way things are, I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say.
Marie. 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 Give me the key. Where did I put that key?
Marie, wait! Give me the goddamn key, Eddie!
You ruined my one chance at happiness.
You did a good job by yourself, though. You're both to blame here.
Guts from you, Frank. How uncivilized. Disgust me.
Good.
I hate you.
Marie, you came back.
Don't sign that release, Frank.
Shut up, Marie.
What?
What do you know about the release?
It was all a setup. Eddie hired me to help convince you to have that.
Oh, right, she was. Okay.
Warning you, Marie. So you never really cared about me?
Well, I wasn't supposed to, but I fell in love with you, Frank.
I get it all now.
I mean, I don't know if you can forgive me.
Uh-oh.
But if that proposal still stands.
Oh, it does.
Oh, okay.
It does. It does.
I'll marry you, Frank.
Don't do
just the way
something
you are.
stupid.
I
Don't
don't
do
want you
it.
to have that operation. It's too risky. I don't want to lose you.
How do you feel about kids?
Bye.
Now, I'll
Here we
never
go.
get rid of them.
Darling,
Oh,
I felt you stiffen. Am I rushing things?
I thought he was going to chop the thing. Oh my god.
What did you do?
Double-crossing bitch wouldn't keep her mouth shut, Frank.
I'll call for help. I'll call the police.
Allow me, Frank. Looks like you got your hands full. I just killed my brother's fiance
Oh.
with a cleaver. No, the name's Duran. I used the cleaver. Yeah. Oh, sure, I'll hold it.
You're gonna pay for this, Eddie?
I was the dreamer, huh, Frank?
So
Well,
if one
they
goes to
said clean the
jail,
gas chamber.
they
They'll
both
never
go.
be able to carry it out. Think about it, Frank. If they kill me, they kill you. Now that's
It's not straightforward as that.
Yeah. Oh, am I sure she's dead? Yeah, she's definitely dead.
You're a monster, Eddie.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, Frank, what are you doing?
I'm having a little midnight snack.
He's killing himself.
Hey, you're taking too many of those pills!
Am I? I'm kind of a novice at this.
Oh my god.
You like to live dangerously, Eddie.
This is messed up.
Ever since we were
This
kids,
is really messed up.
I've had to put up with you being a bad one. Make excuses for you. You're killing us.
This is just stupid. They should have just had the surgery. I don't feel sorry for either of them. Oh. So if he signs it, legally they can separate them so that if he just goes to the gas chamber. Interesting.
Sweetheart, give me a Bloody Mary, will you? I get a double.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Mr. Duran, looks like you're well enough for visitors.
Yeah.
You're under arrest for the murder of Marie Hilton.
They'll have been separated. That'll be a twist, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jeez, I did kill her, didn't I? I mean, there's really nothing he can do. Seeing as how we're freaks.
Not anymore.
We're not freaks, Eddie. We're free. Or at least, I am.
Hey, you're over there!
Oh, did I forget to mention? I signed Dr. Schnellkraut's release form. He did a pretty good job, don't you think?
I mean, it makes no sense why they would put them in the hostel next to each other like that, but for the sake of the twist, I'll suspend my belief.
What's come over you, big brother?
Suspend my
You're
disbelief.
acting like a goddamn pussy.
You're gonna put me in the goddamer!
Bye.
Nurse. You know, under that crisp white uniform,
Oh my God.
I'm thinking there's a studded leather corset just itching to come out. Am I right?
Ew. So he's a creep now.
Well, maggot meisters, how's that for a cheeky little tale? Frank sure picked a deadly time to sever all thighs with his brother, and poor Eddie suffered the unkindest cut of all. A real split personality.
Okay, that was my reaction to Series 2, Episode 17, My Brother's Keeper. And, oh god, what do I say about that one? That was definitely a fun episode of the show. It wasn't trying to be dark or scary in particular. It was definitely going for comedy and wackiness like the show always does to some degree. But that was really fun. And weirdly enough, it was one of those episodes where I didn't have sympathy for really any of the two characters, the main characters. So initially, as I was watching it, I felt really sorry for Frank. Frank's the nice one, right? Arguably. Because he was this nice guy, likes to read, likes to go to the symphony, likes to travel, and it just seems like a genuinely nice person who is attached to a cretin. I was going to say a cretin and a lech. A cretin who is gross towards women. Like in bars, he's just like, and just really rude, abusive, likes to get drunk a lot, which is fine if that's what you want to do with your life. When it affects someone else's life so much, it's selfish. And so I felt really sorry for him. He's attached to this guy. He can't do any things that he likes. Like he said, there's nights where he wants to just sit in bed and read a book. But the other brother was like, no, I'm taking sleeping tablets, so they can't because he'll be asleep. All those things where he's attached to this really selfish person. And so I'm still really surprised that he's not gone through with the surgery earlier in his life. But I get there's attachments and the fear of being lonely, of the surgery, of the repercussions, because there is always a risk, particularly with these kind of surgeries. There's a huge risk that you won't survive, but is it worth staying attached for the rest of your life when you're not really living? Like, it seems like they've never really had much luck with women, or at least Frank didn't. He's not got to do any of the hobbies that he likes. I don't know what the work situation's like. One can have a shower, the other one can't. There's all this stuff that's like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Obviously, until you're in that situation, you couldn't really comment. So yeah, I felt really sorry for him. Until about maybe halfway through the episode when it was like, I'm not doing the surgery because I'm scared. Understandable, I get it. There is a massive risk of losing your life, but like I said before, this guy was doing everything in his power, Eddie, to make Frank's life miserable. So at that point, I would kind of stop losing the sympathy for Frank because I'm like, go for the surgery, go for the surgery, go for the surgery. Go for the surgery. He was miserable. He couldn't get with a woman that he liked. Even the woman that he did like. Obviously, she turned out to be a sex worker of some sorts. But even they couldn't even like be intimate or comfort like close in bed because Eddie was like had this major dominatrix woman next to him. So it's just I started to lose a lot of sympathy for him because he was putting himself through a lot of these miserable situations. Obviously, I felt a little bit sorry for him again that the woman that he fell in love with, that he wanted to propose to, was hired by Eddie to get him to sign the contract, which I had a feeling Eddie was doing what he could to get him to sign the contract. I didn't realise he was going to that level. But that also makes sense now why they were reading like the very similar book in the bar and were there conveniently on the same night. It all makes sense now. When they start to get really abusive with her, I really enjoyed that, and that sounds really awful to say, but I like these like, we're going to separate, but then she revealed herself because she'd fallen in love with him. He didn't want to separate anymore because she was like, don't do it, it's too risky. I'm like, no, we were finally at where we needed to be. They were going to separate, do the surgery, and as it turns out, all be okay. But he decided not to do it, and then obviously Eddie did the stupid thing of killing her. And I just lost all sympathy for both of them because they're both not that nice people. They were both messed up and they both were just, I don't know. I I dislike them in different ways, but the ending was cool when they finally got separated and Eddie was like, I killed her, yes, ha, ha, ha. We're going to go down together, they can't kill me. And it was obvious that they'd been separated by that point. Now, like I said before, I've got to suspend my disbelief because there's no logical reason why in hospital, once they've separated you, they would put you that close together. They just wouldn't do it. But I know it's for the sake of the twist on the show. They went that little moment where he was like, we're going to go down together, and they moved the bed away, which was cool, satisfying. Eddie's going down for what he did, or going to the gas chamber for what he did. Frank's now free, although it did kind of show that now Frank is not as nice as he maybe appeared to be, or maybe the situation and the trauma has made him a bit more gross because he was saying the lines, the derogatory, sexist, gross lines, misogynistic lines that Eddie was doing. So it was an interesting episode, really fun and frustrating because I wanted them to get the surgery earlier on, but it was a fun episode. I had a good time and I really enjoyed the whole episode. It was a really interesting look at conjoined twins and gave me a lot to think about in terms of living with a conjoined twin and how difficult that would be. Anyway, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this episode. Series 2, episode 17, My Brother's Keeper. And could you live with a conjoined twin? How do you think you could cope? And would you go for the surgery if you were in that situation? Obviously, unless you're in that situation, you can't really talk about it because all the surgeries for conjoined twins are all different as well. It depends where you're joined, but at least from what I could see, looking at where they were joined, it seemed the surgery was risky, but safer than a lot of surgeries for actual conjoined twins because they had their own sets of organs. But yeah, let me know down below where you stand on the situation. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed it, let me know down below in the comments. Subscribe for the rest of Series 2 of Tales from the Crypt. And I'll see you all very soon for the finale of Series 2 of Tales from the Crypt very soon. Bye guys, and take care.